Hello and welcome back to ROADTRIpVIA, the once-a-day road trip trivia quiz. Today is day 12 of the 365-day trivia road trip. This is a year full of random trivia quizzes. These quizzes have 21 questions, 20 up front, and a question 21 tiebreaker at the very end of the video if you need to stick around for that. Thank you for watching the channel. Subscribe if you're not already. Follow us on Facebook if you'd like some behind-the-scenes stuff. And good luck on today's quiz. Question number 1. This ruler was born under the name Temujin, and he started campaigns against China that would be completed by his grandson Kublai. What is the name of this formidable ruler that united the Mongol Empire? The answer is Genghis Khan. Question number 2. One creation story from which religion claims that all beings were sprung from 1/4 of Purusa, while the Puranas describe how the world is created, sustained, and destroyed by 3 gods in the form of a lotus flower? Which religion? The answer is Hinduism. Question number 3. In the 1820 story by Washington Irving, what was the name of the protagonist of The Legend of Sleepy Hollow, who disappears after being chased by the Headless Horseman, letting Brom Bones marry Katrina Van Tassel? This protagonist's name was Ichabod Crane. Question number 4. Originally published in 1667, what is the name of the epic poem by English poet and intellectual John Milton, in which Adam and Eve disobey God and are led out of the Garden of Eden by the Archangel Michael? The title of this epic poem was called Paradise Lost. Question number 5. The character Peter Pan first appeared in 1902's The Little White Bird, spends most of his time in Neverland, and is known as the boy who wouldn't grow up. What Scottish author created the character Peter Pan? His last name was Barry. His first 2 initials were J.M. J.M. Barry. Question number 6. Just as Broadway represents mainstream professional theater in the larger houses of New York City within a specific proximity, what is the name of the area of London where their Broadway caliber shows are staged? They call that the West End. Question number 7. His first symphony is nicknamed Beethoven's 10th due to its similarity in style. What is the name of this German composer of 21 Hungarian dances, a German requiem, and a namesake lullaby? His name was Johann Brahms. Question number 8. At the start of this work, the manager visits because the main character has missed work by being locked in his room. What is the name of this novella by Franz Kafka, in which Gregor Samsa discovers one morning that he has turned into a bug? That book is called Metamorphosis. Question number 9. He ruled on a case that led to the 11th Amendment, Chisholm v. Georgia, and he later served as the governor of New York. With Alexander Hamilton and James Madison, he used the pseudonym Publius to publish the Federalist Papers. Who was this first Chief Justice of the United States? The answer is John Jay. Question number 10. What is the name for the type of painting, examples of which include Dido Building Carthage by J.M.W. Turner and The Cornfield by John Constable, that shows cities and nature as viewed from a distance? Those types of paintings are referred to as landscapes. Question number 11. The corpus callosum connects the two hemispheres of this structure, which is divided into temporal, parietal, occipital, and frontal lobes. What is the name of this largest area of the brain which controls voluntary thoughts and actions? The answer is the cerebrum. Question number 12. It forms between atoms with an electronegativity difference of more than 1.7. What is the name of this type of bond that occurs between a positively and a negatively charged chemical species, which is contrasted with a covalent bond? The answer is an ionic bond. Question number 13. What was the name of this lover of Cleopatra who had earlier fought alongside Julius Caesar at the Battle of Pharsalus in 48 BC, and then committed suicide in 30 BC following the loss at Actium? The answer is Mark Antony. Question 14. One character on this show is the alter ego of Max Modem, a fictional former 80s star. Another regular character, Jeremy, is pined for by Candace, who continually tries and fails to bust her younger brothers. What is the name of this Disney Channel show about the Tidal Boy geniuses? Those two geniuses were Phineas and Ferb. Question number 15. Considered the birthplace of writing, and with it, recorded history. This place includes the cities of Sumer, Assyria, and Babylon. What is the name given to this region that is located in the Fertile Crescent between the Tigris and the Euphrates rivers? This region is referred to as Mesopotamia. Question 16. This was the first space shuttle to carry astronauts. What was the name of this vessel that, in 2003, while nearing the completion of its 28th mission, broke apart as it re-entered the atmosphere over Texas, which led to the deaths of all 7 crew members? The first shuttle to carry astronauts was the Columbia. Question 17. This artist painted both the Parliament in London and Rowan Cathedral several times to show the buildings in different light at different times of the day. A 19th century art movement was named for his painting of a harbor at sunrise. Who was this French artist of water lilies and impression sunrise? The answer is Claude Monet. Question 18. In one work by this author, Georgiana dies after Aylmer manages to remove the title blemish. In his most famous novel, the titular object is worn by Hester Prynne as punishment for committing adultery. Who is this author of The Birthmark and The Scarlet Letter? The answer is Nathaniel Hawthorne. Question number 19. The Olan Islands are to the southwest of this country, and its major cities include Tampere and Espoo. To this country's west is the Gulf of Bothnia. What is the name of this country with a capital at Helsinki? The answer is Finland. And question 20. Oedipus found the city of Thebes plagued by this creature, who put a riddle to all passerby and destroyed those who could not answer. After Oedipus solved the riddle, what creature jumped from the cliff and killed herself? The answer is the Sphinx. And as I was recording the voice for today's episode, I noticed how violent some of the questions were today. There was a lot of struggle and death and violence, and I apologize. I usually like to have happy quizzes, but after I read that back, I must have been in a bad mood, or it must have been late at night, but there were some pretty rough questions in there. So if you did good, I'm glad. Thank you for watching. Here's question 21, the tiebreaker for today's quiz. According to the television show Friends, that ran for 10 seasons between 1994 and 2004, how many times did Ross, aka Ross the Divorcer, or Ross the Divorce Force, get divorced? We're looking for how many times Ross got divorced on the show. Ross the Divorce Force got divorced 3 times. Thank you for watching. See you later.